Our minds are like film projectors. Creating an illusory sense of self and other, they produce a constant stream of judgments and thoughts. Our emotions ride on thoughts. We allow them to create false divisions. These emotions drive our behavior, for better or worse, until we become suffused in a swamp of ungovernable passions and poisonous attitudes. In the following teaching, Phakchok Rinpoche shows us how we might begin to liberate ourselves from these negative emotions.
Now I'm going to teach you a little bit deeper, right? I want to go a little deeper, right? This is how I teach to people, right? This 5 finger is to represent 5 negative thoughts. Okay? So first, anger. Anger. Really? Facebook, I hate you. You are the worst person. Don't trust him. Right? Now you remember? Right? You know what I'm saying? You don't say, you don't write, you don't shout, you don't beat, but you express. Right? Anger. See, now you see, just anger is not just one. Many small, tiny things. Right? You see, when you have angry, are you happy? No. You're not just burning the person. You're burning yourself too. You not have gentle in your heart. You know that. Because of that, you hate yourself too. I'm not kidding to you, right? I'm very short-tempered. I was very short-tempered when I was younger. Okay? For example, you think I learn Kung Fu? I don't learn Kung Fu, right? But I learned anger. Beginning when I'm angry, I throw stuff, you know. And one day I throw my watch, the big clock. But that clock is very good for me because they have a ring, the rings that makes me wake up in the morning in college. Right? When I throw, he breaks. Next day I cannot wake up. Then I told myself, I can be angry, but never throw something that is useful. You learn, right? You learn from mistakes, right? I'll give you an example, right? I punched the wall, right, when I was younger. Really, I have like that. So I noticed that I always go forward and say, I want to improve that. Right? So I create space, gentle focus my breath. Right? From there, I reflect myself, how my anger is actually happening, how my mind is confident. So the first is anger. Second, pride. You know pride? Pride can be by look. Pride can be by body size, education, dress, look. It's pride. Right? When I come to America, my pride little goes down. Because American people, the idea of handsome is not me, right? But when I go to Asia, my pride goes up. Because Asian likes kind of like, handsome like me, right? So depends on the way you are, the pride goes up, down, right? So pride, right? I'm being very straightforward, pride. You look carefully, right? Pride means you always look down. You always look down. You feel down, you look down, right? Many reasons, okay? The pride. Second, third, jealousy. Right? Jealousy, you know jealousy? Jealousy burns in. You're not happy. He's doing well, you're not happy. I have one person who's taking photo, his arm's this big. Right? And look at my arm. Right? Look at my arm. What is this? Right? So I told him, I'm very jealous, right? Right? Number third, I just want to say, really, it's very careful. You watch. Jealousy is going to burn you. And jealousy mostly time comes in your attachment, relationship, familyhood, friendship, working time. Jealousy is always like that. Right? Now, jealousy is not healthy. Competitive mind, you can balance the competitive mind with the jealous, it's okay to improve. But the jealousy itself is not healthy. It's just a feeling to burn you, but not improvement. Competitive mind, always you want to get better. You need to have that to be skillful improvement. So I'm talking about very practical. Anger, pride. Jealousy. Fourth, attachment. Attachment means holding. Right? I have my opinion. Right? You hold your opinion. I have my name. You hold the name. Right? Everything you attached, you hold. You have pain. I give you an example of attachment. Long time ago, like 10 years ago, when I finished my college, the first thing my father gave me some money. Said, okay, this is your present for you till you finish study. So I put that money to the bank and I bought first car. Right? I bought a car. And the car is very like second-hand Korean car that nobody knows, right? This name is called Rextron. Right? Nobody's known, right? And you don't know what I'm talking about, right? So I bought that car because it's very cheaper than any other car, right? So I drove, and I wash every day. I clean the car every morning, right? I drove, right? So one day, my friend wanted to drive. I said, okay, you can drive. Boom! He hit it. Oh, I feel like my heart is just bang, but I cannot shout because he's my friend. And he said, oh, so sorry. I said, fine, it's fine. But in my heart, I said, you're so bad, you did it, So why did I have the pain? Because attachment. Not because of the car, not because of me, because my attachment. You understand? So always, when you do improvement, you want to go to the basic rhythm of happiness, you need to know what to improve. When you do not know what to improve, you cannot improve. Right? So that's why I try to go this a little bit deeper, right? That's why anger, pride, jealousy, attachment. Last one, blind spots. What are you saying? Are you angry? I'm not. I'm not angry. What are you saying? You just behaving in anger, you're completely angry, but you say I'm not, right? That is all the time we do mistake in life. We do so much mistake, we create so much unhappiness ourselves because of the blind spot. Now you tell me, doing just yoga practices, just doing meditation there with focus, you think you can get back to the rhythm happiness? You can't. Because you don't have no tools to improvement. To improve, you need to have two tools. One, willing to transform, willing to improve. But the second tool to support that is to reflect how to improve, what to improve. So without these two, you cannot be improved. Okay? The danger is like this. You meditate, you practice yoga. One day you're going to say, did it help me a little bit, but did not help me so much. Why? Because you didn't saw what to improve. You didn't saw what is actually that I have mistakes. Right? So this is, I want to say. First I want to say is, have creating space, little bit, think the spaciousness. Then time to time, try to focus your breath, just sensation here. Like that, focus. Then you create space again. Spaciousness, think of the spaciousness, feel. Then I say, I really want to change. I really want to improve. So now, first I'm going to reflect on my behavior on anger. So you reflect, oh, yesterday I shouted at somebody. Yesterday I had anger, but I did not react. So you can see many things. And you say, then again, after that, I really want to change. So when you start doing that, you get kind of rhythm that you always on the transforming and become happier and happier. Your heart become such a soft, transform. You really enjoy yourself. You really appreciate yourself. You have respect to yourself. When you have that, naturally you love yourself. You don't need to say, I love myself, I love myself. Sometimes that love is just delusional. Do you know? I love myself. Delusional because inside mind yourself, you know you don't like yourself. But you try to tell yourself, I love myself. That is not the rhythm of happiness. Rhythm of happiness is going backwards and again create the space, focus gently in the breath, you combine these two, then after that, say, I really want to change, willing to transform whatever I see, then you have little bit reflect, just pick one, like anger, try to improve. All right? Right now, what I'm sitting in the front of you, and I'm asking people to sit, I'm not acting, I'm not behaving. I will say, I'm not just faking myself, right? I just being myself here, all right? I hear for you, I really wish all of you, please practice. That really can transform you. When you see some transformation, you see the respect to yourself. When you gain the respect yourself, you gain some kind of happiness yourself. Not only that, you're becoming more realistic, more genuine to you. You become more sincere. You become so sincere, you become actually fearless. Because when you reflect yourself and you see it, you become fearless. You understand? When you don't practice yourself, just listening some talks, then you go back, you forget, it's really, worth less. You go back, do some practice. Just give a time to yourself. For example, when you need to do some exercise, you need to give some time for yourself. When you do a study, you need to have some time to yourself. When you build a relationship to some companion, you need to give some time. Isn't it? When you go to work, you need to give some time, actually many hours per day to work. But why you cannot spare 15 minutes or 10 minutes for yourself just to reflect, go back to create the space, focus, gentle breathing exercise, then try to say, I really want to change myself. And from there, you slowly say, okay, I need to change this.
Rinpoche teaches us to reflect with utmost honesty and sincerity if we are going to truly see how our negative emotions function. He tells us how to follow our breath and create the space we need to notice our issues. But most importantly, Rinpoche reminds us that we must want to genuinely change, and that change requires our constant effort and commitment to truly benefit ourselves as well as all of us as human beings.